Slipping into a breaking news right now, which is coming in the investigation which expands in the Delhi blast case. House of Dr. Nabi, the man who was driving the Hyundai i20 car when it exploded in front of the Red Fort in Delhi, has been razed to the ground in the overnight operation in Pulwama, South Kashmir. Saleh, our correspondent Idris our colleague Idris was there on ground. He was right outside this house and he was reporting all through the previous days. Idris, who's joining us over the phone line. Idris, give us more. This is the location where you had been reporting. What do you see there? You were in Pulwama just yesterday.
Well, yes, Shivan, it seems like Jammu and Kashmir police decided overnight to basically bulldoze the house that belonged to Dr. Umar and his family. We already saw how his family members were taken by Jammu and Kashmir police for investigation. His parents were let off after the DNA sample was taken, but his brothers still remain in detention and they're still being questioned and investigated. We have seen this happening in the previous time also when the Pahalgam terror attack happened. At that time also we saw how the houses of the terrorists whose name had propped up could be responsible or could have provided help to the terrorists who carried out the Pahalgam terror attack. Two of the names I could recall, Adil Thokar and Amir Nazir and Asadul Sheikh, they were all in South Kashmir. And their houses were bulldozed by security forces as well. So now it seems that the action has been taken only after there was the correlation that Dr. Umar was the person who was driving the i20 car and was responsible for the attack that took place outside Red Fort.
Right. Now, try help us make sense of this as to what is the basis for which the police has gone out and demolished the house of Dr. Umar Nabi? Now, of course, his name has popped out. He's said to be the one who was behind the wheel of the i20 car that was involved in the blast near the iconic Red Fort. But would the house of this individual not be a place where the police can, of course, go and try find more clues that would aid in the investigation? Why is it that a place that could have given more evidence as to what was, of course, being planned has now been demolished in this manner so completely? What is the premise for this?
Well, Saleh, to be honest, the investigation on Dr. Umar started around 2 weeks ago. It was not only after the Red Fort blast, but before that, when the Faridabad terror module was busted. It was much before that when the first doctor was arrested in that case. Dr. Adil Rathur, who was the first doctor who was arrested by Jammu and Kashmir police, was the doctor who gave information about two more doctors. One was Dr. Muzammil, who was arrested after a few days after Dr. Adil, and they'd also given the name of Dr. Umar. But Dr. Umar had gone absconding when he had seen that both of his accomplices have been caught up by security forces. And since then, Jammu and Kashmir police has been investigating in this case. After the Red Fort blast, when the picture and the CCTV grab came up, they correlated the picture with him. And after that, the investigation was intensified. Right. The family members were taken for questioning. But all the material, the phones, the digital appliances at home were already taken by security forces. Yes. And all of the house was searched not once but multiple times before taking an action like this where they bulldozed the whole house. So investigations must have been completed for security forces, and then only after that they would take an action like this.
All right, Idris, thanks so much for getting us those details. Just to repeat to our viewers, the house of Dr. Umar, the man who was driving the Hyundai i20 car when it exploded in Delhi, his house has been razed to the ground in an overnight operation in Pulwama, South Kashmir.